up! Go get it!
Smokin' Gun Outdoors, reality TV for Tidewater's hunters and fishermen.
Ain't none better.
Oh yeah, we got him.
Today on Smokin' Gun Outdoors, you'll get to experience the highs and lows of tournament fishing as we tag along with the crew of Bay Runner in their quest for trophy cobia. You'll also learn more about cobia aging studies being conducted collaboratively between the Center for Quantitative Fisheries Ecology at Old Dominion University and the Virginia Marine Resource Commission, as well as see the new 109-pound Virginia state record cobia caught on June 10th, 2006. We have a lot of water to cover in the next half hour, so let's get started. We headed to the sloughs and shallows located on the western edge of the lower Chesapeake Bay, to the Bluefish Rock area with the captain and crew of Bay Runner. Eddie McCormick, Jason McCormick, and Sonny Woolfolk make up the captain and crew of Bay Runner, two-time winners of the annual Hampton Creek Cobia Tournament. The crew of Bay Runner has a proven record for catching trophy cobia over the last several years and hopes to be the first three-time winner of this prestigious small boat cobia tournament. But as any cobia fisherman knows, each year is different, and even well-executed plans can have mixed results. With a smorgasbord of baits including fresh bunker, live croaker, spot, and eels, the chum slick is working well and draws in a variety of hungry predators looking for an easy meal.
You got my line? I see broke. Huh? Broke off. Did it? Yep. Just broke. Pretty good sound there, Jason.
It's nice.
You got another hook?
Oh yeah.
What was that on, Jason?
That was a dead bait. Gonker.
Dead bait on.
Well, whatever. Well, I mean, it's down there pounding it for a little bit.
Sound like it was running pretty good then.
Maybe he didn't get it all. He ain't going nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere.
He'll be back.
We're in the Hampton Creek tournament today. Yesterday we spent pre-fishing spots that we might work out and make a decision on. We really, this year, can't seem to get a handle on spots that we really know we want to fish in. I had a good fish on here Wednesday. My wife and another lady, we did not get the fish, but we've caught fish right here before, and that's why we're sitting here right off of Grandview. Basically, if you drew a line off the fishing pier, what was the fishing pier, we're in about 14, 17 foot of water straight off the beach. It's been a productive spot in years past, so that's what we're gonna settle on for today until we move. We'll probably move to the outside of Bluefish Rock later. Got him? Oh yeah, we got him. Took 2 miles with it.
There you go, Matt.
It ain't come up yet, it's gotta be a wingfish. Man, if we were catching rays for this tournament, we'd be in the game.
Ooh-wee. I'm glad he ain't after me. Y'all stay tuned for more in-your-face action on the Smokin' Gun Outdoors.
Why choose Lynn Haven Marine? The answer is simple. Lynn Haven Marine is the most comprehensive boat dealership in Hampton Roads, locally owned and operated for nearly 30 years. There's a large selection of new and pre-enjoyed boats, with 2 showrooms offering name brand boats. Lynn Haven Marine has more certified mechanics than any other dealer in the state. The service department opens 7 days per week, from Memorial Day till Labor Day. Lynn Haven Marine is your one-stop shop for sales, service, and storage. That's why customers say, it's a breeze at Lynn Haven Marine.
Now, the most advanced outboard technologies in the world come together in one remarkable line of engines. Machines designed for power and performance, engineered to run cleaner and quieter, and built for maximum durability, quality, and reliability. With their oversized components and simple design, E-Tech engines from Evinrude stand up to the toughest use, with no scheduled maintenance for 3 years, no break-in period, no costly oil changes, ever. Now's the time to seriously consider an E-Tech outboard for your boat.
Evinrude E-Tech engines, offered locally at Lynn Haven Marine. Looking for adventure? Book a charter aboard the 36-foot Smokin Gun, where you will experience the finest in lower Chesapeake Bay nearshore sport fishing. With over 30 species of sport fish to choose from and year-round fishing out of Hampton, Virginia, Captain Hogg will customize your trip to meet your party's needs. Now booking for inshore, lower Chesapeake Bay fishing. Call 757-876-1590. Book a trip today. Portions of the Smokin Gun Outdoors are brought to you by Bishop Fishing Supply, your full-service tackle store. Bishop Fishing Supply is a proud seller and authorized warranty center for Shimano rods, reels, and gear. Lynn Haven Marine, for sales, service, and storage. It's a breeze at Lynn Haven Marine. Cobia Securities. If you're an investor who demands strong financial advice, call or stop by our nearest office today. Welcome back to the Smokin Gun Outdoors. Up to this point, the crew of the Bay Runner, being 2-time winners of the Hampton Creek Cobia tournament, remained determined, checking baits frequently and keeping the chum slick going. After multiple runs from cow-nose rays, sharks, and other mystery fish, Sonny Woolfolk finally gets the run he is looking for.
Is it coming up or not? What's the deal?
Coming up now.
Yep, Cobia. Good. That's good.
Then we'll put that in the net. Okay?
Net? Oh, it's baby. I just hope it's a legal fish, because
That's why we put it in the net.
yeah, the way things are going, that might be the fish that wins. We don't know. Oh, Jesus.
Made him mad, son.
Who made it, man?
I think beating him on the head with that net didn't help. Now,
The hook,
now,
the hook ain't in it. The hook ain't in it. It ain't in it. You better get him this time.
good deal.
In a tournament like this, with the cobia catch being extremely poor as of late, catching a small but legal fish is a big plus.
Look at that.
Good. And, well, look,
You got a rope?
being fortunate is part of the game. Yes, we do want a rope.
In order to keep as much weight on the fish as possible, Jason makes an incision in the lower jaw, loops the rope through the fish's mouth, and tosses the fish overboard, tying the rope to the cleat on the front of the boat. This allows the fish to swim alongside of the boat without interfering with the fighting area in the back of the boat.
Okay, that's a legal fish, and we don't know that ain't money.
Sorry, we want a big one, guys.
Hey, we don't know that
Might be
ain't
the right
money
one,
here.
but what can I say? You got a fish in the boat.
Yes, we did.
I caught that pup on an eel. Not a large fish, probably about 40 inches and all, but like I say, you know, it's a fishing boat. So hopefully we'll get a large one here a little bit later.
Hey, let me tell you what I'm happy for right now. The fact that as a captain, and as a good captain should, I put you guys on the fish and you put a fish in the boat. Now that I can be proud of. I like it. Let me tell you what happened. All right, we're sitting around and Sonny's telling the story about when he fell overboard back hunting when he was about 30 years old then, and you know, he was a younger man, he could handle that sort of thing. But that was in January. He was in the middle of that story when the rod went off. Rod goes off, has to postpone the story, stands up, picks it up. We have caught so many cow-nosed rays, it would be difficult to say that that was a cobia. You know, we were sitting here, we're getting disheartened. We put out bag after bag of chum. We want to do well, we want to make a good showing. Sonny's on it. As soon as it ran off, he picked the rod up. I started getting rods up because I know when Sonny sets the hook, it's there. I don't have to worry about it. I know we need to get stuff out of the way. Cobia comes running out across the way here, back up towards the front, and we're doing the old Chinese fire drill here, running round and around the boat, clearing things, get the chum pot up, get the lines cleared, get this big thing out of the way back so he has some working room to get around and around. We needed to give him plenty of room to work with because Sonny's got a way that he's got set up on his rod that he can keep a fish from going to the anchor. I've never seen a fish go to that anchor line on Sonny, and he's caught a mini cobia. We don't have to do any runs around the boats. He holds them. Come up, we find out, fish comes up, and we got really what we consider a pup. But this year and the way things have been going, we're happy with the pup. Come inside the net to fish instead of gaffing it. That's a good move. Don't have any blood loss because we can't afford any lost weight for the tournament purposes. And came on in with it and got it weighed, tied off with the line through the jaw, back in the water. Normally the fish stays well for us when we do that. And another plus is occasionally we'll look over the side there and there'll be another cobia sitting with you. So it's a good thing to do. We try not to beat them in the head, even if it's a big fish, if possible. We feel like, you know, we've got them in the boat. You know, we got a young man over here that can wrestle with a big fish. We just throw Jason on him. He lays on him until somebody can get something done. What has happened is we do have a fish to bring back to the dock. We're happy with that. 3 years ago, we wouldn't be happy to bring that fish back to the dock. It'd be almost shameful. But in the fact that you had 10 fish weighed at Wallace's dock yesterday, and most of those 10 were weighed in the 20-pound class, well, we can't afford not to bring this pup back. All right, so we may have a place in the tournament, we may not. Last year, I believe there were only, 4 fish brought back? Yeah. So, you know, we have to react to that. Anyway, we're going to get back to setting up lines, and I'm going to check this and change baits, and get back to you.
Bishop Fishing Supply, Virginia's only South Florida-style tackle store. With a large selection of high-quality tackle and gear from Shimano, Bishop Fishing Supply is the place the locals go. Known for their smoothness and legendary durability, Calcutta is the gold standard in bait casters. Check out the line of TLD 2-speed lever drag reels and the aluminum frame and ergonomic design of Tiagra. Shimano's top-shelf reels help fishermen catch more fish. Bishop Fishing Supply, your ultimate full-service tackle store.
It began as a relationship, which led to a commitment and developed into a partnership. Meet Michael and Danielle Ramey, leaders of the Ramey team. They want to be your family realtors. This unique husband and wife collaboration is backed by the strength and experience of Long and Foster. Michael and Danielle's team is ready to professionally market your home and get the most for it, or help you find the home you've always wanted. Michael and Danielle Ramey lead the Ramey team. You'll benefit from their partnership.
Looking for adventure? Book a charter aboard the 36-foot Smokin Gun, where you will experience the finest in lower Chesapeake Bay and nearshore sport fishing. With over 30 species of sport fish to choose from and year-round fishing out of Hampton, Virginia, Captain Hogg will customize your trip to meet your party's needs. Now booking for inshore, lower Chesapeake Bay fishing. Call 757-876-1590. Book a trip today.
Hi, my name's Roxanne Torres.
I'm Serena Turner.
We're from the Center for Quantitative Fisheries Ecology, located at Old Dominion University. We're here at the Wallace's Cobia annual, I believe it's 10th annual Cobia tournament. We're here to sample fish. And what we're doing is we're sampling the ear bone from a fish, also known as the otolith. And the otolith, what it tells us is the age of a fish. The otolith shows the age of the fish by rings, just like you age a tree. A tree has rings. Fish have otoliths, called ear bones, that also show the age of the fish. The other thing we're doing is we're taking 3 different measurements: total length, fork length, and standard length. And we're also sexing the fish and staging it so we can find out its sexual maturity. This helps us to better understand the stock of cobia out there and to be able to better assess the populations. This helps us do stock assessment for the cobia species, as well as many other species.
We were able to get 10 specimens today, and from those 10 specimens we were able to get 2 otoliths per specimen, and we take a triangular cut in the head and take out the ear bones, and then we take them back to the lab and process them. We're able to find out how old they are, and then we send that data to VMRC, and they're able to process the data and get stock assessments from that.
In keeping with the philosophy, never leave fish to find fish, Bay Runners captain Eddie McCormick remains anchored off Grandview, where they have caught their first cobia, and continues fishing, executing a plan which has proven highly successful in the past. Unfortunately, after 10 hours of solid fishing, Bay Runners' luck for today has been exhausted, and the crew will have to settle for knowing that they gave it their best. Back at the weigh-in, the crew learns that although not a stellar year, about a dozen cobia were caught, with a few slugs weighed in. Bay Runner will not place in the tournament this year, but the crew mingles with the crowd at Wallace's Marina, sharing stories and strategy from this year's tournament and years past with other fishermen from all over the bay. This year's tournament winner was a group of anglers from Seaford, Virginia, who were more than happy, after the tournament, to share their story of the 67-pound cobia they landed.
We started off about 4:30 this morning out in the middle humps. We caught the first one on an eel, and he come about 8 o'clock, and we moved inshore and didn't have much luck. Wasn't rough today. Moved outside about 2:30, yolk spit. Both fish come off eels today, and the last one we caught was at 4 o'clock and weigh-ins at 5 o'clock. So we were cutting it pretty close, and they got right choppy on us, but with a good crew, good captain. Well, more or less we caught about good fishermen and a good team. That's what it takes to catch fish, and you know, it's all about the fun is what it all boils down to, and that's what, you know, camaraderie and your friendship and everything. That's what fishing's about.
Okay, back at the dock, finally got Bay Runner back on the trailer. We had a good day fishing. Of course, we picked up that one little fish that you seen. Probably 20 cow nose rays. in and out of the baits, cutting the baits up, having a fit with them. We did bring that pup fish back, hoping that we might place. We got back and we certainly outclassed by some really good anglers, but we're happy for them. You know, maybe there'll be another time for bay runner. But the day overall was a good day. We enjoyed fishing together. Got up early, stayed late, had a good time. Appreciate you joining us on Bay Runner for a day of fishing.
Ooh-wee, these boys are good. Y'all hang around, we'll be right back.
What can the middle of nowhere teach us about financial advisors?
Let's strip it down!
With the right guide, you can find rewards in any environment. Cobia Securities. Talk to us. Together we can achieve uncommon results.
Why choose Lynn Haven Marine? The answer is simple. Lynn Haven Marine is the most comprehensive boat dealership in Hampton Roads, locally owned and operated for nearly 30 years. There's a large selection of new and pre-enjoyed boats, with 2 showrooms offering name brand boats. Lynn Haven Marine has more certified mechanics than any other dealer in the state. The service department opens 7 days per week from Memorial Day till Labor Day. Lynn Haven Marine is your one-stop shop for sales, service, and storage. That's why customers say, it's a breeze at Lynn Haven Marine.
Now, the most advanced outboard technologies in the world come together in one remarkable line of engines. Machines designed for power and performance, engineered to run cleaner and quieter, and built for maximum durability, quality, and reliability. With their oversized components and simple design, E-Tech engines from Evinrude stand up to the toughest use, with no scheduled maintenance for 3 years, no break-in period, no costly oil changes, ever. Now's the time to seriously consider an E-Tech outboard for your boat.
Evinrude E-Tech engines, offered locally at Lynn Haven Marine. Bishop Fishing Supply, Virginia's only South Florida-style tackle store. With a large selection of high-quality tackle and gear from Shimano, Bishop Fishing Supply is the place the locals go. Known for their smoothness and legendary durability, Calcutta is the gold standard in bait casters. Check out the line of TLD 2-speed lever drag reels and the aluminum frame and ergonomic design of Tiagra. Shimano's top shelf reels help fishermen catch more fish. Bishop Fishing Supply, your ultimate full-service tackle store. Portions of the Smokin Gun Outdoors are brought to you by Bishop Fishing Supply, your full-service tackle store. Bishop Fishing Supply is a proud seller and authorized warranty center for Shimano rods, reels, and gear. Michael and Danielle Ramey Realtors. Whether you're ready to professionally market your home or find the home you've always wanted, the Ramey team is your family realtors. Cobia Securities. If you're an investor who demands strong financial advice, call or stop by our nearest office today. The last segment of the show today documents a true record catch. On June 10th, 2006, a group of anglers from Hayes, Virginia entered the 11th annual Hampton Creek Cobia tournament, and within only 45 minutes of fishing, hooked into a large cobia, which they later found out won the tournament and broke the highly coveted Virginia state record. The cobia weighed in at 109 pounds, was 69 inches long with a 33-inch girth, and has been certified as the new Virginia state record for cobia. We were fortunate enough to be at the tournament weigh-in, where we caught up with this ecstatic group of anglers who shared with us their story in the heat of the moment.
Well, this is a cobia tournament today, and hooked out our 3rd year, and we finally hooked us up a fish at York Spit Light area. 6:40 this morning, and he was in the boat. And that's my gaff man right there, Mr. Jumbo. My wife, Jen. Sidekick, Derek. And we were a team effort. Put the fish in the box.
Took all of us to get it in. Took all of us to get it in the boat. Sure did.
And the luck of the women.
Right. We didn't have any Irish people, so we brought the women with us. We had the luck of the women. Actually, it was on the front of the boat.
Yeah, we had a hit off on the front rod holder, and sidekick Derek heard her spin off. Captain Joe ran up to the front, which is me, and I let her put the screws to it and We run her around the boat 2 or 3 times, dodged the anchor line, and dodged the motor twice. And she made 3 runs on us, and then the gaff man stuck her. And there she was.
About 15 minutes.
About
then
15
we got
minutes.
It in the boat.
Yeah, we used a 50-pound Power Pro and 100-pound mono leader on a Penn stand-up 345 combo. But it seemed to work out nice.
Where are you from?
Gloucester, Hayes, Virginia.
What do you have to say to all people at Hayes, Virginia?
Hey, we love you. We love Hayes, and we love fishing.
Again, when we landed the fish on the boat, we threw a towel on it, and when we did that, the fishing hook fell right out of his mouth. So he was barely hooked.
Never even fought in a boat.
Never fought one
with a
time.
bat, and he's just laid there.
Yeah, laid there like he's meant to be there.
I think it was 69 inches, 33-inch girth, and a 109 pounds.
9 inches between the eyes.
And 16-inch tail.
State record, it was 104 pound 8 ounces. Now it's 109 pounds. Thanks to this
Thanks
guy
to
right
us.
Woo!
Yeah.
Bringing home the bacon.
It was exhilarating. It really was. It was amazing to see it come up to the boat. You know, you see this 5.5 foot, almost 6 foot long fish come up to the boat. Everybody's like, "Wow!" You know, that's a winner right there. We knew it was a winner right there. So he let it wear himself out. You know, he wore himself out. Came back to the boat a couple of times. The last time he came up to the boat, he turned up on his side. I gaffed him from underneath him, right underneath his pectoral fin, and pulled him right in. I didn't pull him right in. It was hard. It almost pulled me in.
Did you use 2 gaffs or one gaff?
One gaff, one man on the gaff.
One person on the
One on
the underwear.
He pulled on me, so he didn't pull me in the water. It was exhilarating. It was the biggest fish I've ever seen live, and especially to be part of catching it was pretty fun.
First Cobia I've seen.
Pretty fun. Yeah, my first Cobia ever on a boat. Or ours.
The quadruple J's. Quadruple J's.
Our number was number 4 because we're all J's.
Quadruple J's.
Joe, Jen,
Justin.
and John Bow. Quadruple J.
Yes, sir.
That was our lucky number this year, was number 4.
Flag of choice.
Anybody like to have a circle hook? No circle hooks?
Deeper, baby.
Smoking Gun Outdoors.